Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make lemon ricotta cookies with lemon icing. I'm also going to add a little bit of plum jam. Hello Mike and Ray, this is your jam. Thank you. Just because I like the mix of a nice tart fruit and nice sweet fruit, because remember, you are what you eat. Let's get started. We'll start with the dry ingredients, which are pretty easy. 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon or so of salt, and a teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder is a little lighter on the thing than baking soda. It lets the cookies rise a little bit without going too crazy. So we'll mix that together and set it aside. Alright, to get started with our wet ingredients, we have softened butter. And if it isn't quite soft enough, you can microwave it for about 30 seconds. Don't let it get too melty, just till it softens down. And on top of that, 2 cups of sugar. Now, you're thinking that's a whole lot of sugar, but we're going to combine that with a bunch of very tart lemon zest and lemon juice. So 2 cups, and we will cream this until it's little pellets like this. Now you can see here, after mixing the butter and the sugar, it has this pellety, it's a very soft consistency. It's almost like mashed potatoes, but it's sugar and butter. To our butter and sugar, we will add 1 egg, one at a time, until it's completely mixed into the recipe. Once you've added your second egg, then a 15-ounce container of ricotta cheese. Now to get to the fun part of the recipe, the lemons. We're going to take 2 lemons. And you know, if you don't have a lemon tree in your backyard, you can just get them at the store. And we're going to zest them and juice them into the batter. And here's the lesson on why I'm adding the dry ingredients a little bit at a time. See how shiny that dough is remaining? It has plenty of flour in it, but it still remains that soft, sugary texture. And that helps the cookies have a better texture when they cook. So, believe it or not, there are methods to my madness. The next step is taking our batter and putting it out on the cookie sheet. We've lined our cookie sheet with parchment, and I have this little melon baller, which is perfect for this project. We're going to put the cookies out, then we're going to push little indentations with them, and add our jam layer. Okay, here we go with the indentations. You're just going to take this is a ½ teaspoon, and you're just going to make an indentation in the middle of the cookie. And you want to make sure you just put an indentation. Don't go all the way through the cookie. Just flatten them out like that. Leave a little indentation. Perfect. Then we're going to follow back through that with 1/8 teaspoon of our jelly. Now, it doesn't always cooperate, but you just have to be, the thing is not to get carried away. Don't put, like, you know, a full teaspoon of jelly in each, because the cookie will bake weird, and you want to get the proportions right. You want to get all the flavors, because we're going to encapsulate this little jelly in some lemon icing later. All filled with jelly, into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. You want to keep a good eye on them, because they'll brown at a certain point, and you don't want them to get like crispy brown. You just want them to get light brown around the edges. Now we're to the final part of the recipe. We're going to zest a lemon and juice a lemon and add it to confectioner's sugar. Now the recipe calls for about 3 tablespoons of juice to a 1.5 cups of confectioner's sugar. What I found in this recipe is you just need to squeeze juice into the sugar until you get that sort of nice pasty icing consistency, like this. So once you've added your lemon juice and your confectioner sugar, it comes together in a nice thick icing like this. And this, piped onto cookies, is going to be fantastic. There are many ways to do this final step. I use a gallon Ziploc. What I'm going to do is put all the icing in here, seal up the bag, roll it down, then cut the corner out and pipe this down onto my cookies. So there you go, friends. Ricotta lemon cookies with jelly centers and lemon icing. Pretty nifty, pretty easy, lots of fun. Thanks for joining me. Later.